So Marvel's Avengers has taken a turn, or is about to take a big turn, that I don't think any of us really saw coming, at least this soon anyway, and it means a big change coming for the future of this game. So I wanted to bring this to light, and also we have a bunch of really interesting other stuff to cover going on for this game. So it's going to be a really cool video. As always, drop a like. But one thing I do want to say to you guys is today's sponsor is Instant Gaming, and you guys are probably familiar with them, but if you're not, I want to let you guys know they do actually sell PlayStation Network cards, and they are a company I always personally go to get that stuff because the prices are super good. So go ahead and check them out. On top of that, they do a bunch of really cool brand new games for a price that is very hard to beat. So go ahead and check them out. The link is in the description below. I highly recommend them. Now, go ahead and click that big red subscribe button below if you haven't already, and you just want to join the train to where this train is heading for the Avengers game, because I want to start off with the first bit of information that hasn't really been brought to light, I guess you could say. I mean, sure, IGN have reported it, and some maybe other biggish kind of websites or gaming websites, whatever you want to call them, but it's something that is super crucial to this game. Now, just to bring you up to date, well, when I say they, I'm talking Square Enix, have had their latest financial report published, and well, in a nutshell, they are making money. And I want to give a shout out to the Assemble Podcast, or Assemblecast as they go on Twitter. You can check them out, the link will be in the description below, but I was just tagged into a post. It was something I initially saw from IGN, but this just reminded me, and it got a lot of people talking, so I thought I'd bring it to the light. So, as they even say themselves, they are making money. Avengers is highlighted in an area where they are making money, and that's all. So why is this important? Well, it basically changes a whole bunch of stuff for the future of this game. First of all, any sort of doubts and fears that you may have possibly had for the game having the plug being pulled, it seems like it's delayed by at least a year or two, in my opinion. Not official, but just basically looking at what's going on. But second of all, let's be honest, considering this game since launch and basically the end of last year was not good whatsoever, in the sense of they were literally in a negative, right? No profit was being made on this game. They were losing a whole bunch of money. This is great info. This is really good because, let's be honest, it wasn't the marketplace that has probably brought this game up to a profitable state, but having the opportunity like they did with all the seasonal holidays and discounts they were able to do, that's basically what pushed this game over the edge to become profitable. Of course, they did slice other things like the marketplace in half. I don't know the exact statistics and prices, or should I say profits, that were generated from there, but what we can take, and what is really crucial, is yes, they do now know what works, right? And that's super important. I still stick by my theory that the next thing they could possibly do to get this game more into a profitable state, because you can't just keep discounting the game, right? So the next step, as you guys know I've always been saying, is basically just to make it either a free-to-play or in a PlayStation Plus or a monthly gift, whatever of that month, whatever it may be, and then make a good marketplace, because in turn you're giving the game for free. But if you have a really good marketplace, we're talking MCU skins, then let's be honest, you can probably become relatively profitable from that marketplace alone. So I guess my sort of game plan, or plan B, whatever you want to say, if I was in their position, would be to take that move, at least to get the game into a more profitable state to where they can go ahead and keep pushing with DLC content. But this is good news. I wanted to make you guys aware of it because, well, it's profitable. It's not a loss for them at this moment in time, so that's just a good sign overall, and I think that basically means a whole bunch of good stuff for that. Now, going into the other information, so you guys might remember in the video, or like not probably last video, I think it was a video before that, but there was a playtest email going around, and if you guys remember that, a lot of people were kind of waiting, hey, am I going to randomly be picked, etc, etc. Well, after that, there was another email going around seeking playtesters specifically during the first work week of March 1st to March 5th, and there is actually real. Now, since yesterday, or I believe the day before, playtesting NDAs are going out for those who were selected from the first survey. Now, props to Miller as always on this one, but this again just basically sticks to why this game is heading into a more positive light now, because the question is, what are you going to be playtesting? Well, if it's not going to be, I guess, a new game plus, which I know a lot of people are talking about recently as well, then it's going to be something like, of course, DLC content, right? If you're getting an NDA, NDAs are a big thing. The second you go against that, it's like a big legal wave can come over you. So like, you never want to break an NDA, but you also never really have an NDA in place unless it's something really important. So even if it's not a new game plus that they want people to playtest, it could well be a DLC. What DLC could it be? Well, we have no idea, but if you do get the opportunity to do a playtest, then just count yourself fortunate, because you're probably going to see something that nobody is going to know for the next couple of months, and I think that alone is a really cool opportunity. Now, going on to the final thing that I just want to cover before I give some opinions on everything, we got a new marketplace update, and just more or less linking to what I said a couple of minutes ago regarding what I think their plan B should be, which is make the game a free-to-play game for a month on like the PlayStation Plus, whatever it may be, and have a good marketplace. Well, I mean, the marketplace that happened yesterday was basically just a marketplace of recolors again. Literally, I mean, look, I don't want to sound like, you know, a grumpy person when it comes down to this, always just kind of going with the same opinion on how people feel, because some people did find some skins in the marketplace yesterday really cool, and by all means, if you're one of those people, then definitely go ahead and, you know, enjoy that. But just again, looking from my perspective, it pretty much was just a recolor, and you really know that even before you actually know it's a recolor when you look at the marketplace and you just don't see anything like brand new screaming in your face that I'm new. But nonetheless, it's a new marketplace update. Do I feel it? No. Do I really care for the marketplace at this moment in time? Not really. I just want more content, and that's exactly what we're going to be getting in 10 days, and that's why it's super crucial that these numbers do stay high for this game and that it remains in a profitable state, because if they go into a situation where again it falls flat once again and goes into the negatives, then that can bring the chance of the plug being pulled. But again, just them knowing that they can make the game profitable from small things like putting the game on sale, half in the marketplace, etc, they kinda are smart when they now know a game plan moving forward. Well, let's just be honest, right? It was a big trial and error since the game's launch and the end of last year, but I'd like to think they know the correct do's and don'ts now. And don't forget as well, still going into consideration the negatives that come in was, you know, what happened last year, people working from home. The reason I still mention it is because it literally took a big hit on so many industries, so this is being one of them. But overall, I'm definitely excited to see what the next 10 days holds for this game. When it comes down to actually getting, of course, the live stream, that dedicated video, which is a deep dive, that's actually going to be really good. On top of that, another thing to take notes on or take notes down for will be the dev live stream that is also happening today. So again, loads of interesting things going on. We just have to see how it plays out, but ultimately the key thing to take away from today's video is that the game is profitable for them, and that's all you need to know. But guys, I'll see you in the next one. Till then, have yourselves a ridiculously amazing day, and adios amigos.